I got laid off today. It's not looking cute because I have to move next month. I have a car payment tomorrow, gotta pay rent. And it's not giving thriving currently, it's giving recession. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this right now, but I don't know if this is my cue to become a full-time influencer, but I'm literally like, what's the plan? Like, I don't know. I'm a little bit scared and a lot of bit faithful that I'm gonna figure it out. Crazy though. It's real out here. Anyone else?
I'm starting to see a lot of women actually highlight and be forthcoming with the whole idea that they've been laid off, that they're starting to be fearful, that they're starting to be scared. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because when you lose your source of income, a lot of times we don't really have the safety nets that we thought that we did. And so a lot of times we also elevate our lifestyle to reflect whatever it is that we're waiting for or that we're making for the moment. But we don't spend a lot of time, and I'm not saying that that's necessarily her case, but we don't spend a lot of time planning for the what if, right? Planning for if something happens. We so busy planning for our successes that we not also putting the safeguards in place that allow for us to be a little bit more careful. But I am seeing a lot of women that's saying that they're gonna go towards the things that I guess is more relaxing, nurturing, the things that they want to do. But I'm gonna also tell you this though. If y'all decide that y'all want to be a full-time influencer or micro influencer, or you want to just make videos, it's not like clocking in. It's not like, that you can take days off. There are no days off. There is no, your schedule. You're going to be literally, because we all have a boss, right? And you're going to literally probably work 10 times harder than you would if you was just operating in corporate America, or if you had a regular job. And what people are now starting to realize, especially women, is that the regular job was probably the flex, because that's the thing that offers you the benefits. It offers you the 401k or the 403b. You can get the raw 401k and all of that stuff. And so whereas people were so busy trying to be bosses, now they just trying to figure it out. And I'm starting to see the real, and the rubber is meeting the road on these situations. But it's not just her, right? It's not just black women. It's not just women. It's guys. I don't see guys speaking about it as openly. You'll get a guy here and there. But I'm seeing a lot of people even revolt against capitalism in particular.
Getting crushed by capitalism is like so cringe, but it's like it's happening to me. And like I got a PhD from Berkeley, and like I can't get a job to save my life.
Was Kevin Samuels accurate, or was he accurate?
Like I got a soil biology PhD, and
What?
like now I'm a tutor and a babysitter and a dog sitter.
What is a soil biology PhD? Yo, honestly, I be trying to figure out, what do y'all be going to school for, and how come y'all have these high level educations? Because every single guy that I know that has an advanced degree, whether it be a master's degree or even simply a bachelor's in a specific field or field of study or curriculum that yields high potential STEM field, engineering, something like that, even if they do start to get laid off or something like that. Like, I was just talking to a guy that was in front of my building. Shout out to you, bro. I'm pretty sure that you're watching this video. And he was like, yo, yeah, I just got recruited by, and I'm not going to say the name of it, but an auto manufacturer. And, I am now working for that. And he said he moved here from out of town, and that he was actually he was touring the apartments here, right? He was touring the spaces here, and he was touring the different places. He was going to see different places. And he was saying that he had just recently graduated and he was able to find a job. So most of the guys that I actually see interact with in real life or have conversations with, somebody that knows somebody, they are not having problems finding employment. They are not having problems getting positions. They are not having problems putting themselves into positions to win. I only really see the women that are complaining about capitalism, and I wonder why. I wonder why women are the ones that are. Well, I guess I do know why. Typically, right? Because they got a soil biology degree, and so what are you going to do with a soil biology degree? Those type of degrees, in my opinion, soil biology degrees and stuff. And I'm not saying that it's not important, but you got a PhD in soil biology. So I always ask myself, let's say hypothetically that you're in a recession. This is how I judge degrees. If you are in a recession, which degree would be likely more needed to make sure that we continue to to ensure that American manufacturers or, the products or some kind of design or engineering? That is the way that I judge degrees. And that's the way that I was looking at degrees when I first started trying to evaluate whether or not what I was going to pick to go into. But I mean, it's not just people getting laid off. It's not just that. It's a lot of things.
And like part of that is because like I don't want to like move to some random place in the middle of nowhere. But like the other half is like they cut all the funding for science and like the biotech.
A lot of these women thought that they was just going to get degrees with the federal government. And guys are more willing to move where the money is. I tell guys, move where the money is. Okay, I'm gone. I go whatever it is to pay my bills.
Market is just like absolutely cratered, and like I have long COVID, so it's difficult for me to work like a full-time job, and just like I got on here to rant a little bit, but like, oh my God, like what do we do? I just have to
move back in with your parents because you're not built for the job market. You just wanted to go to school.
$830.27. Anybody want to guess what that is? You won't guess. So I'm just going to share it with you. That is my electric bill this month. Okay? Full disclosure.
Where's she stay at? Texas?
That is less than last month. Our bill last month was $1,130.98.
She must stay at a farm. Something. She must be running a pot operation or something, a grow.
I'm sorry, it's insane. That is my mortgage payment plus more. Okay, I don't know how anybody is expected to pay that. So, I mean, our house is big. It's not huge. It's not a mansion. It's about 2,500 square feet.
That's massive. That's pretty big, bro. A lot of people have more house than they need and more house than they should have in order to be able to afford a lifestyle. That's why when you see older people trying to downsize so that, because they empty nesters, they'll get into something much, much smaller and they'll get rid of the big house. But 2,500 square feet is a lot. I mean, a lot of people will act like it's not a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
5 bedrooms, 3 baths. We had 5 children. Our bills with our children, all 5 living at home, were between $400 and $700 a month. So
they need to get that inspected. They need to create some efficiencies, get some solar up in that joint, something. I'm curious as to where she lived.
The electric company, they've come out. We live beside a restaurant. We were adamant that we were paying the electric company's bill also. I mean, it's ridiculous. Who can afford even $400 a month for electricity, but they expect us to pay $830 or $1,130.
I don't know what
so,
running
yeah,
here all day.
I logged in this morning to see what our bill was when it was due, $830.27. If you've been here with us for a little while at all, or if you're new, our goal with TikTok was to take our grandchildren to Disney World in February.
So they got on here to get monetized. They didn't get on here to be able to create content.
We have the house booked, but we have to pay for the tickets and the flights and food and stuff while we're there. Last month, my bill from my student loans came. I didn't forget about the loans. I just forgot that they were coming up due. I forgot.
Why are people planning on taking a grandkid somewhere and they still got student loans and you a grandmother? Come on, priorities, people.
That we had them on deferment for a year, so those are now due. So now TikTok is helping pay my student loans. So Disney is not getting much money. So now we're just going to TikTok and DoorDash and sell plasma and do what we need to do just to pay our bills. It's a little ridiculous. You can't survive in the world anymore. So here's the thing. If you see one of our videos and you haven't followed us, give us a
Nah, we're not doing all of that shit. But I will make sure I link back to the content creators because it's the right thing to do. Let me know what y'all thinking. Let me know what y'all bills and experiences are in the job market and all of that. I know I'm out of the job market and everything, but I would really like to know what y'all see and what y'all experiencing and what y'all friends and family is going through. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Henley 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.